Hey guys, this video is a brief review of some of the things we went over in class yesterday. So first off, this is the microphone we were looking at yesterday, and there's two switches on here. The first one is marked 0 dB and negative 15 dB, and we have that switch pulled over to the left to the 0 dB. dB stands for decibels. Decibels, and that is a measurement of how loud the sound is. So because we are recording the voice, we want that to be set on 0, because the other one, negative 15, means it's cutting 15 decibels off of the sound, which is what we don't want that. Next is the filter, and you have these two symbols here. The symbol on the right is the straight line, and that means that everything is going to be nice and even. The symbol on the left is a symbol that indicates the high pass filter, HPF, or also the low cut. Those are the same thing. Cut the low or let the highs pass is the same thing. And that cuts out the very, very low noises. And so we want that to be on when we're recording our voice, because it's going to cut out all the things that would be lower than the human voice. All microphones, all good microphones anyway, have 3 prongs for the connection, and then the cable that we connect it to has 3 holes like that. It's called an XLR cable, the letter X, the letter L, and the letter R. The microphone here is the male end, and the cable here is the female end. This device is called the mixer. This is a 16-channel mixer. There's channels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the last few have 2 channels on 1 fader. So it's 16 channels. Each channel, or in the case of the last few, there's a pair of channels, has a channel strip. So this is the channel strip for channel 1. This is the channel strip for channel 2, and etc. on down the board. So the controls in the channel strip control what is happening for that channel, and each channel has its own input up here at the top of the board. This right here is the white, you can see the label here. The microphone with the white tape on it is in channel 2, and that's the one that is up on the stand right there. And so these controls in the channel 2 channel strip are going to apply to that white microphone. The red knob up here at the top is the gain. And if you look, I don't know if you can see that, but it is labeled gain right there. Okay, there's the red knob for channel 2, and it says gain. The gain is the amount of signal that we were bringing in to the channel. Just like you gain weight, you get the weight added onto you. The gain is the amount of signal we're bringing into the channel. And then down here at the bottom of the channel strip, we have this fader, and the fader controls the volume. The volume is the amount of signal that we are sending out of the channel. So gain, how much signal are we bringing in? Volume, how much signal are we sending out? We're going to use the gain knob to set the gain, and the way that you do that, first thing you have to do is turn on the pre-fade listen. So we're going to engage the PFL or pre-fade listen button for that channel. When we do that, this little PFL light comes on. So hit the button, the light goes off. Press the button, the light goes on. Now I'm going to bring the gain down, and then I would need somebody to be in there and say check 1 2, check 1 2 into that microphone, and I'm going to turn the knob up, and I'm going to be watching the meter over here. And when that meter gets into the yellow, then I would stop. Once I've finished setting the gain and that meter is in the yellow the way it's supposed to be, of course there's nothing happening right now because nobody's on the microphone. Anyway, then I'm going to put PFL, change that back to off, You see the button springs up. So now there it's on, it springs up, and now that little red light over here is off. And now the gain is set, and I'm ready to go with my mixer on channel 2. I want to mention one other button that we didn't talk about yesterday. This button right here is labeled MST. That's an abbreviation for master, and it refers to the master bus. All right, so when you get on the bus takes you somewhere. So this button says, hey, take this signal at whatever volume it's at and put it on the bus, which goes over to the master volume. All right, so if that master bus is off, then that signal is not going to the master volume switch. So we need to tell this channel, the signal on this channel, hey, we need you to go to get on the master bus, the MST bus. And so we push the master bus button, and then that sends the signal to the master volume so that it will actually go out the speaker or to the computer or whatever. And that's it.